Hey guys, I'm Jake Hansma here with Fiduciary Financial Advisors. We're a firm located in West Michigan. I'm taking this opportunity to kind of create this video series where I'm able to address topics that come to my head, topics that potentially could come to your head, and just kind of answer questions before they're asked. I'd like to consider myself in the new age of financial advisors, and this industry is not quick to change, and this sort of thing potentially could be radical. I just want to kind of set myself apart and make myself extremely approachable. That being said, I've listed my contact information about halfway down here. This will be my phone number followed by my email address. And at the bottom here, this is a link where you can directly schedule a meeting with me where we can go over anything in detail or just answer any financial questions that you may have. Feel free to take advantage of that. In this first video here, I'm going to discuss a word we use on a daily basis as a firm. It's what we've built our identity around as Fiduciary Financial Advisors, and it is that first word there, the word fiduciary. You may hear it more and more on a daily basis. I say it a lot. That just happens to be the profession that I'm in, but I want to take a deep dive into what that means and how it affects you. So we'll start here. This is just kind of like a textbook definition of a fiduciary, and that is a person or legal entity such as a bank or financial firm that has the power and responsibility of acting for another principal or person in situations requiring total trust, good faith, and honesty. So what we do, what we take this as and how we've used it, is this statement here means we are legally bound as an advisor to a client to serve their best interest. That is the largest thing we have built our identity around. If it is not in the best interest of the client, we do not do it. This sounds simple. This sounds like it would be a constant throughout the industry. Sadly, it is not. An overwhelming majority of advisors are not fiduciaries. And I'm going to take a second here. This is the big part of explaining the difference between the two. So on the right here in the green, we'll take us as fiduciary financial advisors. And then on the left in the gray can be labeled as financial advisors, but they serve a broker-dealer. The issue there is most times broker-dealers are publicly traded. So now you have a broker-dealer who's serving shareholders, and really what you can see is this big ladder of importance where people are being served and needs are met, and at the bottom is the client. And that, to me, is what drove me to enter this industry, where I saw lots of things that happen, and they're not necessarily beneficial to the client, and pockets are being stuffed, and money's being exchanged, and it's just based on what products can be sold, let's say. So we'll jump down about halfway here. And a broker-dealer advisor sells products, they collect commissions. We're the opposite. We advise clients, we collect a fee. We don't get paid on each transaction. It's a pegged fee where when you succeed, we succeed, and vice versa. It's extremely logical. It's extremely transparent. We've built our practice on it. There's no reason to not be transparent about it, because if we know we're doing our jobs well, we feel comfortable collecting a fee based on these services. I think advice I give a lot of the time, and it should be a good red flag and a marker to know whether or not your advisor serves a broker-dealer or serves you as a fiduciary, is do you know how your financial advisor gets paid, how they make money, how much money they make when things happen, when X happens, when Y happens? Can they lead you down this path that makes them this amount of money, or down this path that makes them exponentially more money? Knowing how your advisor makes money is not something we're afraid to talk about. It's not something we're afraid to walk you through. The math is there, and if the math makes sense, then that's all we ask. So why would you pick a fiduciary? Why is our firm better at what we do? This is our firm mantra. It's our fiduciary oath. We all follow these rules, and we are legally bound to them. And they say, we will always put your best interest first. We will avoid conflicts of interest. We will act with prudence, with the skill, care, diligence, and good judgment of a professional. We will not mislead you. We will provide conspicuous, full, and fair disclosure of all important facts. And we will fully disclose, fairly manage in your favor any unavoidable conflicts. Those are all things we take very seriously and that matter to an exponential degree. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out. Let me know. Thanks.